Hi. I was online reading an article somewhere, and it said something about atheism failed, and I didn't read it because I don't care. But it kind of implied that there's like an agenda to atheism. Um, I'm an atheist, and this is my agenda. I'm sitting in my car, just had a smoke. If someone were coming to me like, "Hey, man, you want to go to church?" I'm like, "No, no, thanks." That's my agenda. That's it. If somebody believes in God or believes in a religion, by all means, go do your thing, man. Um, I don't even ask people about their religious beliefs. It never comes up. So I don't even know how many atheists that I know or agnostics. It's just not relevant to me. So if people are religious, by all means, like go do that. I don't understand. Like as an atheist, there's not agenda. I'm not concerned. And so if religions are doing their thing, go do your thing, man. I just don't understand the pissing contest here. Like I'm not trying like if you're a religion and you're trying to convert people, okay, go for that. But as an atheist, I'm not trying to convert anybody. I made a decision for myself. I'm just not interested in religion. It's not my thing. I don't believe there's a higher power at play here. I don't see it. I just don't see uh you know baby Jesus loves us all, or God has a plan for all of us. This is God's plan. Yikes. So I don't. I just don't believe in a higher power, and I'm not interested in religion. But what literally everybody else on the planet is doing, I don't have an issue with that. So I don't know how. My question is to atheists: if you're watching this, how do you feel about that? Is there a game plan? What's the atheist game plan? I've never conferred with another atheist. I'm not aware that it's like a group. It's just it's not a something, it's a not something. So if another atheist is watching this, or someone who's agnostic, do we have a strategy? I've never spoken to anybody about what's the atheist game plan. um, Maybe I should, so I'm kind of interested what other atheists have to say, because I don't I used to go to church. I was, when I was a young man, I remember I was in fifth grade, and I was sitting across the table from my buddy Bill, which I wish I could remember that dude's last name because I'd like to look him up. Lost track of him in middle school. But I remember him going, "You don't believe in God?" Just like that. But I'm getting so old, I don't remember what I said. Um, but without even knowing a word for it, in middle school, I was an atheist. And then after I graduated high school, I tried church because I didn't grow up in a religious family. People had their spiritual beliefs, but nobody went to church, with the exception of like some, an uncle here and there or something. Um, so we're just not a super religious family by any stretch, whether it's immediate, extended, and or that I'm aware of. Maybe they are. I just don't bring it up. It's not an issue. But after high school, I started going to church for about 3 years and some change. And I got to a point where it's like I'm just not seeing this. I'm not whatever I'm looking for. I'm not finding it. And I didn't know what I was looking for. It's just everybody else went to church, and I was like, okay, what am I missing out on? What don't I see? Everybody else seems so convinced and so passionate about this, and I'm not seeing anything. So I gave it a go, and after 3 years and some change, I was like, I'm whatever I was that you guys see, I don't see it. And so I went back to being an atheist. I would argue I've been an atheist the whole time. I just gave it a shot to see if there was something there. But for at least 20 years now, I haven't been to a church since of any nature, and haven't given much of a thought. Um, and so, what happened was one day I was like, yeah, this isn't for me. So I got back in my car to church and I went home, and that was it. I've never had a conversation with another atheist or someone who's agnostic. I don't get it. I don't know that there's like a group there. Perhaps we're in a category, but there's not a group. There's not a collection of people that I'm aware of. And do we have a politics? Do we have a game plan? For 20 years, I haven't been curious about this. So I'm, when I see stuff like that, it's like there's a pissing contest, and who's winning between atheists and theists? It's like I didn't know we were in a game playing a game where you kept points or something. So I don't know. Did the atheist agenda fail? I decided not to go to church anymore because I didn't see it and see what I was supposed to see or something. That's my whole agenda. This is my agenda right now. I'm sitting in my car, just had a smoke. I was thinking about this. So comment in the comment section whether you go, you're a church going person or not. Do atheists even have an agenda? Like, and what is it? Because I have no earthly idea. Cheers.